On Sunday, we got the final matchup of the weekend, the Waterdogs and the Atlas at 4 p.m. It was the debut for a number of new star players in the PLL, including Rob Pennell, Brian Costabile, Zach Currier, and Jake Withers. The Atlas were able to come back and squeak this one out with an 11-10 win. Let's take a look at how they did it. Let's start off with the waiver addition Jake Withers. He was as advertised at the dot, winning 8 of his 12 faceoffs versus Trevor Baptiste, hounding the Atlas faceoff man every single rep out there. He really impressed me and was a difference maker for the Dogs, keeping it tight. Baptiste finished at 46% from the X on the day, his lowest percentage in any PLL game he's played yet. Jack Cunnington picked up right where he left off, tallying 14 saves and wowing us with a handful from the doorstep. He turned it on in the second half, only allowing 2 goals over the final 24 minutes. Standing between the opposing pipes, Charlie Cipriano, he looked every part of the man that Coach Copeland believed him to be, finishing with 16 saves versus the Atlas offense. Now, despite getting the win, the Atlas offense and defense both have some work to do. Tucker Durkin looks dearly missed on the defensive end, both as a cover man and as a communicator. A number of unnecessary switches and doubles led to easy goals, and poor communication led to no help for defensive middies. The offense was extremely slow to start, unable to get any clean looks on the cage until Pennell started to free himself from being shut off and got the ball rolling for the Bulls. Eric Law was a key factor of this Atlas offense with 4 goals on the day, and he'll continue to be called upon to make some big plays for this team. Often overlooked, Elaw is an outstanding finisher. I mean, look at this goal. A great look by Pennell, might I add, to set him up. The Atlas middies were a bit of a non-factor in this game. Costabile was able to contribute 2 points, but Connor Busick struggled to find his shooting stroke, going 1 for 10 on the day, while Paul Rabel couldn't really seem to get going downhill at all. However, Romar Dennis showed a little promise. His shake and bake hasn't gone anywhere, and just narrowly missed the cage on a few of his shots. Expect to see Dennis matched up with shorties throughout the rest of this tournament. As for the Dogs, Ben Reeves was mostly manning the lefty attack slot instead of behind. It feels like the wings should be left for Currier and McIntosh to operate from. Instead, let the Tewaaraton winner get back to his roots at X. The one time Reeves took it to the rack hard from the end line, it could have been possibly the goal of the tournament thus far. The offense seemed to begin to sputter in the fourth quarter. With Kincannon on his game and poor shot selections, the Waterdogs kept feeding the ball back to this Atlas offense, who was starting to figure out their matchups, namely Chris Cloutier, who, coming out of the box, buried 2 goals in the final 5.5 minutes to put the Atlas ahead. Ultimately, with the game in the balance, around 40 seconds left, Ryland Reeves was unable to handle this pass, essentially giving Atlas the win. The most tightly contested game we've had so far, there still remain some questions with this Atlas defense and Waterdogs offense moving forward. The Bulls got the dub in their opener, but with the Archers on deck tonight, they'll have to make some adjustments quickly. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you next time.